Good day, day 59. June the 5th, 2024. Time is 4:38 Central Standard Time. Woo! Yeah. So woke up today, obviously. Here I go. I did not have my lapel on. Just didn't have time. And it's actually 71 degrees, so it's going to be a lot of noise. There's something rattling back in the back. I don't know what it is. Woke up today and chest is pretty inflamed internally. You know, this whole dis-ease situation. You know my sentiments on that. I've been talking about it for the last couple days. You know, it's just a travesty what the powers are doing to the people, and by way of afflictions. That's all I'll say about that. So, the mind being a bit cloudy. The mind. Now we know and have researched into the mind being the storage facility for all of your sensory experiences, the database that houses the collection of all experiences had by your five senses. So, if the mind is cloudy, then how difficult it would be to access memory. How about that for poetry? If the mind is cloudy, then how difficult it would be to access memory. The term confusion comes to mind, confuse, which means to be melded together as two pieces of metal from intense heat. Con meaning together, and fuse again, melded together or fused together with much heat. So, makes sense that the mind would be cloudy, because you may be experiencing a type of electrical short. We are electrical beings. You know, when a wire jumps loose from one of the positive or negative, from the terminals in an electrical circuit, and let's say arcs on a piece of metal or something to that effect, shorts out, you know, you get the big burn mark, and the wire melts or something melts from the intense heat. There's an interruption in the circuitry between positives and negatives. And so energy cannot flow, you know, and then it trips the breaker or what have you, right? And it stops the flow of energy. And so we experience this as electrical beings, and you know, it's an explanation as to why at times during this journey I find myself frustrated, you know, or even uncertain about which direction to go, you know, when that flow is interrupted due to a short circuit or a confusion. And so how do we deal with this? How do we deal with this? We have to find the issue, the problem. We have to find what part in the circuit is improperly touching or is loose. Something's loose. Something's not where it needs to be. You know, something's not connecting properly. Or maybe you have a reversal somewhere. Or something, you know, something in the circuit, so one of the wires, the conductors, may be old. Something might be outdated. And as a result has, you know, from many years of friction and vibration, you know, the pulsing or, you know, the alternating current or whatever, you know, in an AC circuit, over time that might have worked its way loose. Vibrations throughout the house or the building or the automobile or whatever, you know, hitting bumps along the journey and along the road, you know. Normal parts of life have an effect on the delicacy of the circuit. Over time, it becomes necessary to refresh or replace parts in the circuitry, to do maintenance. Now, if you're anything like, you know, the average human, or even better, the average United States human, we don't do preventive maintenance too often, because we have we've become accustomed to the convenience of having mechanics, tradesmen, and other professionals who we can call, and within 24 hours they're there to fix the issue. So we no longer have to be bothered with it. We can go on our merry way through life. You know? And so why bother with the pesky requirements of preventive maintenance? Sure, it's going to cost us more in the long run because you know, we're going to have to continually pay those service fees and replacement fees. You know, and true, if we would just learn some of these trades ourselves, you know, then we wouldn't have to call somebody else and pay somebody else premium prices to come and fix things. But I don't have time. We don't have time. So I'll pay the premium. You know, tapping my savings, tapping my my accounts and what have you. I'll pay that premium because we're just too lazy, you know, to figure it out ourselves, to learn it ourselves, and furthermore, to be bothered. We're too busy to be bothered with those pesky requirements of preventive maintenance. And so that's why we suffer things like confusion or shorts in the circuit. You know, it's said that 90% or so of Americans are ill prepared for a meager $1,000 emergency. I think it was. It might have even been a $500 emergency, meaning we don't have preventive maintenance, or we don't have emergency funds, I should say, to cover a $500 to $1,000 emergency situation. You know, meaning the engine goes down in your car, you don't have the money. You're gonna have to go into debt to even take care of that issue because you don't have it. Well, guess what? If we had employed the practice of preventive maintenance, checking on the oil levels and things like that, you might not have gotten to the situation where your engine is blown. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? And so this is what we have resorted to. This is who we are today. I'm not sure how I got on this topic, but I guess, the lesson is save yourself a lot of money, a lot of time, and employ the strategy of preventive maintenance. I've learned in studying and researching trusts and some of the legacy and wealth building strategies of the elite that they insure everything. They don't suffer a loss such as, what we might suffer on this level, the worker class or whatever, because they insure everything. And they insure key people. I think it's called key person insurance or whatever. They always cover their bases. They don't stand to lose their money. And their money repetitively cycles within their economy. Whereas people that are impoverished, they consume and spend up everything. And their dollar may make one revolution in their economy, but then is gone. It flees their economy. So take it for what it's worth. Day 59, 1 day away from 2 months. Appreciate you all for, taking this journey with me. And, oh yes, confusion, short-circuiting, frustration, trying to figure out your day, trying to figure out what to do next. Perform preventive maintenance, replace those old worn out parts, keep the dust from settling on your circuitry. Make sure voltage is proper. Check it. Check your temperature. Make sure that you're not overheating, etc., etc. Perform maintenance on yourself is the point. All right, with that being said, make it a great day. Thank you for tuning in, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next upload. Today is workout day. Peace.